Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. Guys, I got some important information you need to hear and you need to understand. Look, if you're trading cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, you need to do a little more homework if you're in panic mode because these are the best days that you're going to get. It doesn't get any better than this unless it just crashed even harder. I mean, these are opportunities that everyone I know that's in the market that is smart money and the big money, they're extremely happy. So look, if you're following some influencers and stuff that are whiny, and they're scary and they're unhappy and you need to stay away from them. You need to start following the smart money. Because look, guys, you don't have to listen to me. Just listen to the people I listen to. Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, you know, Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban. Those are the guys that I listen to. And what do you think they're doing? Well, hear me out. Right now, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary from the Shark Tank, most of you know who he is. He's been flying around the world for about a month, going country to country that is Bitcoin mining friendly. And here's his proposition. He's going into these countries all over the world, and he said, I will come into your country and I will build Bitcoin mining companies and I'll fund it. We'll partner and it'll be energy efficient, whether it's wind, solar, turbine, whatever it is. So it's going to be eco-friendly and it's going to be spread throughout the world. That's just one man. Now hear me out, guys. Seriously, y'all got to hear this. And if you understand it, you're going to feel a lot better. Now this is not investment advice, but y'all need to hear me out. So that's one thing that's going on. Now, the Bitcoin miners are very, very successful. They're mining and they're making money. Now, guess what they do? Now, some of them go ahead and sell, but the majority of them don't want to sell. Why would you want to sell something that has been the most profitable investment probably in history for 10, 12 straight years? And it's secure and it's in its infancy. So the Bitcoin miners are taking their money, they're keeping the Bitcoin, or they're buying more machinery, and it's just a big cycle. So they buy Bitcoin with their profits, they buy more mining equipment with their profits, and then they hold what they already had. That's a trend. So that's one trend. Another trend is these major corporations. See, this is smart money, guys. Smart money, big money. The biggest trend in the stock market right now, guess what it is? It's Bitcoin mining. Why is that? Because these major corporations can come in, start mining Bitcoin, and they can raise billions of dollars through their hedge funds and they can package it. And this is what Mr. Wonderful's doing, Kevin O'Leary. He's going to package all those products into an IPO. It's going to go public. It's going to go through the roof. And all the money in the stock market that wants to be in Bitcoin, but they can't because of regulation and all the stuff that goes with it, it's just going to be a stock. And if you do your homework, that is one of the biggest trends going on right now. Let me read you some stuff. I know that, it seems like a scary time, but just hear me out. Marathon Digital Holdings just bought $879 million worth of Bitcoin mining equipment. Now, that is a company that trades on the NASDAQ. They just bought almost $900 million worth of mining equipment. Um, Fortress Technology buys 4,500 Bitcoin mining machines. Uh, Luxor launches new business for buying and selling Bitcoin mining. Uh, Bitcoin mining giants move into Rockdale, Texas. Fortress Technology buys, I already said that. Publicly traded firms buys an additional 1,040 Bitcoin miners. Guys, it is the biggest trend in the stock market. So let me ask you something. So Bitcoin is basically 2 for 1. Do you think Marathon canceled that $900 million order? No, of course they didn't. Do you think that Bitcoin miners are going to get out of the business? No, of course they didn't. Do you think Kevin O'Leary, who's been talking to those governments all around the world, do you think they're going to stop that? No. Walmart just announced they're getting into the metaverse. Let me quote something from the former Goldman Sachs hedge fund leader. He basically came out to Forbes magazine and said that he believed in the next 3 to 5 years that Apple and Microsoft start buying Bitcoin. I mean, guys, you got to start following the big money, the smart money. Follow the adoption of what's going on in the world. Technology doesn't backtrack. I mean, that would be equivalent to Tesla announcing they're going to go back to gas driving cars. It's not going to happen, guys. Technology is here, and all the smart money. Look at the smartest people in the world. Most of them created the crypto industry. And everyone, whether they work for Google, Microsoft, Facebook, doesn't matter. Guess where they are now? They are working in blockchain. That's where the future is, guys. And Bitcoin is leading the way. Now, hear me out. Bitcoin is not like any other crypto. And this is important for you guys to understand. It has been designated by the IRS and everyone around the world as a commodity, basically. It's no different than buying a house or a chunk of gold. And so that is in a whole different asset class than Ethereum, Polkadot, Cosmos, whatever you want to talk about. So that is something you guys got to wrap your head around. It really makes a huge difference. It's digital gold, it's property. And not only is it property, it's property that is common property around the world. Anyone can buy it. Now, we tend to think about just what's going on in America. But guys, you got to remember, Venezuela does have and did have some millionaires. Well, they put their money in the Venezuelan stock market or in their property, and now they're probably broke. They could have put it in Bitcoin. Same with Argentina, same with everywhere in the world. All these third world countries, they don't even have banking for like 70% of their citizens. But you have companies like XRP, XLM, Swift, all this banking stuff that's coming out into the crypto blockchain, and it's changing the world. And with the Lightning Network and everything like that, Bitcoin is where the big money is. Ask Michael Saylor, how long are you going to hold your Bitcoin? You know what he says? Forever. Why would he ever sell it? It's going to go up, and not financial advice, but it keeps going up. And look, there's nothing stronger than Bitcoin. Why would you sell your Bitcoin at any price? Where are you going to put that money? And that's my other question I have for you. We are down $1.5 trillion that disappeared from the crypto market. That's literally half. So that being said, what did we, bear with me guys, excuse me. That being said, where do you think that money went? it didn't go to the bank. It's sitting on the side wherever it is, but it didn't disappear. It didn't go to the stock market. It didn't go to the bond market. It damn sure didn't go to the bond market. It's not going into real estate. All that stuff is extremely risky. And the smarter society gets and the better regulation is, Bitcoin is going to be the asset that devours other asset classes. It is where the smart money wants to be. And once it starts to separate itself differently than the stock market, it'll stand alone and it will be a hedge against inflation and everything else that it was created to be. So, guys, you don't have to listen to me, but, listen to the billionaires. Listen to the smart money. Don't listen to the average influencer. Don't listen to your friends. Don't listen to your parents or your neighbors who's freaking out. I had one tell me today, I told you Bitcoin was bad. Oh, I heard it, it's down half price. And I said, well, if you weren't a believer then, and you need to buy it now, it's 2-for-1 sale. The people that don't have the conviction, that don't really understand, they're selling. That's the way it's worked from the beginning of time. The smart money buys it in times like this, and when it gets back to 45,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, past 70, guess who they sell it to? They sell it to the average person, the dumb money. And no offense, guys, I'm just being blunt and direct. The people that buy Bitcoin on the rallies and then they freak out and then they get out and they sell it at times like this, that's the dumb money. The smart money is right now stepping into this market. Now, the big money obviously hasn't made a move yet, but this is a chart right here. If you look at this chart, it's up over $2,000, $3,000 today. That doesn't mean the bottom's in, because quite frankly, there's still some people that don't have the conviction, and we haven't washed them out yet. There's no blood in the street yet. This is nothing. When you look, let's look at the all-time chart, guys, because yeah, it seems scary, but look at this historical chart. Let me draw that for you. Look at this historical chart. That right there, that's just average. That's normal. And in the future, when this corrects, and again, not financial advice, and we do something like that, guess what it's going to do? It's going to come back down to that line again, and people are going to panic. The smart money is going to buy here, and they're going to sell here, or they're just going to buy here, and they're never going to sell it. The dumb money and the scared money, they see it like, look where we're at right now. We're right here. Let's say we rally to here. Boy, go listen to the influencers then. Oh, buy. It's great. It's great. Oh, look, Bitcoin's taking out 70,000. Bitcoin's at 75. Bitcoin's at 77,000. Guess what's going to happen? You can almost take it to the bank, because I plan to take it to the bank, because I'm going to follow the smart money. When it gets to 77,000, it rallies through 70, it's probably going to turn around and drop all the way back down to, let's just say, 45,000. And then we're going to have another day like this, and it's going to scare everyone out. And then guess what'll happen? The smart money is reload again, and then they'll run it through 100. And it's going to blow through 100,000, and then it's going to do the same thing. It's going to head all the way back down to, I don't know, 60,000. And that's going to go on for year after year after year. But this is the biggest and youngest bull market that's ever been created. There's never been anything like it. To quote Gary V, I don't know if you know who he is, but he's, I don't think he's quite a billionaire yet, but he's damn sure close. And he said that it is equivalent to when Christopher Columbus basically ran ashore. Now think about that, guys. Think about if you knew about New York City 250 years ago and you bought Times Square property. You bought beachfront property in the Hamptons when it was literally free and people made fun of you for buying it. You know, that's a good analogy. I live in Gulf Shores down at the beach. 25, 30 years ago, they would give you beachfront property up to an acre, and all you had to do is promise to build on it within 2 years. And they couldn't give it away. People laughed at them. Now it's $1 million, $2 million. Oh God, for an acre, you can't get an acre. For an acre, I don't know what that's worth. $15 million. So that's no different, in my opinion, than Bitcoin. You know, people can laugh and talk about everything, because it's new and they're uneducated. But the smart money who spent time educating themselves and who understand it are buying Bitcoin right now, and they are crazy excited. Everyone I know that's a real investor is ecstatic right now. Ecstatic. Why? Because if you felt comfortable at 45,000 Bitcoin and at 60,000 Bitcoin and 70,000, how can you not be excited about $35,000 Bitcoin? And if it drops to 20, man, life would be good. The only problem is I'm spending all my money all the way down. Might not have any more left to load the boat. I'm trying to keep some on the side, but when things are half price, or some of these are down 5x. But here's another thing, and I'm going to let you guys go. You got to make sure whatever crypto you're into outside of Bitcoin, you need to look at them as software companies. And if they have really good software and good utility and they solve problems in the world, they're the future. And that's where you want to invest your money. That's where the smart money is going to invest. Now, again, not financial advice, but look, guys, if you are not buying Bitcoin right now, do me one favor, then spend your time educating yourself about Bitcoin. Do yourself a favor, because this is probably going to come around again. It won't be at these prices, but there'll be another fire sale in Bitcoin. There might be 2 or 3 this year with the craziness with our government and the Fed and the SEC and all the stuff we got going on. This is just going to go up and down, I believe, all year, and it's going to go hard both ways. But when all the dust settles, 5 years from now, the smart money, the big money, the pension plans, the hedge funds, the banks, they are all in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has a limited supply. And I can only imagine what's going to happen when that supply has been mined. And all the Bitcoin that there's ever going to be is already in the market. I hope I'm alive for it, because that's when you really see what this asset is going to be worth. Now look, guys, like I said, don't take it from me. Do yourself a favor. Go Google Michael Saylor. He owns Micro Strategies, and he has a very good understanding of the world and of finance. I mean, he's a damn billionaire. And he talks to people like me every day through his podcast all over the world. He talks just like I talk. Most of my information comes from people like him and Kevin O'Leary. And that's who you need to listen to. So, again, you don't have to listen to Uncle Ray, but listen to who I listen to. Anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And look, anytime you're scared, you're in panic mode, click on my videos, because I'm never, ever in panic mode. Why? Because I listen to the big boys and the smart money. And I'm going to share my knowledge with you of what I know. Again, not financial advice, but hey, smash that notification bell. I want you guys to come back. I'm starting to put on a lot of trades that I share with you guys. I want you to be part of this community. If you're not investing right now, if you're not adding to your sacks, y'all let me know. I'm really curious of why not. If you got any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section. Hit that like button and come back, guys. Anyway, look, relax. And hey, just for fun, go watch my video on put your big girl panties on and start stacking those Satoshis. Anyway, guys, take care.